We are studying multi-quadrant operation of DC separately excited motor, okay, fed from fully controlled rectifier. Okay, so in this we will study first dual converter fed DC motor drive. Okay, DC motor drive. Okay. Okay, so first is simultaneous control or circulating current type DC converter. Okay, so in this case we are connecting two converters, converter 1 and converter 2. Okay, so they are connected in anti-parallel. Okay, they are connected in anti-parallel because half control rectifier works in first quadrant only, and whereas full control rectifier work in first and fourth quadrant. Okay, so so if we connect this rectifier converter, this converter 2 parallel with converter 1, so both this converter will operate in first and fourth quadrant only. Okay, so therefore we connected this converter 2 in anti-parallel, then it will operate in second and third quadrant also. So in this manner you will get four quadrant operation. Okay, so that's why we have connected it in anti-parallel with converter 1. Okay, then AC supply is given to converter 1 and same AC supply is given to converter 2. Okay, so two inductors L1 and L2 are connected between two converters, and this armature is connected center tape with this inductors, and IA is armature current, VA is armature voltage, V1 is voltage of output voltage of converter 1 and V2 is voltage of converter 2. Okay, so average voltage of this converter 1 and 2 can be same, but instantaneous voltage will be different. Okay, they cannot be same. So difference between V1 and V2 will give rise to this circulating current IC. Okay, so this current IC will flow through these converters. Okay, so to limit this flow of circulating current, we introduce we connect two intergroup inductor L1 and L2. Okay, so this will limit the flow of this circulating current. That's why we have connected these two inductor. Okay. जी. Okay, so this two converter, converter 1 and converter 2 will carry current in one direction only. Okay, so this current converter 1 current will flow like this in one direction because it is a unidirectional device, and let's say current of this converter will flow like this. Okay. So this IA has to come from either of converter, from either from converter 1 and converter 2. Okay, so this two converters are working simultaneously. That's why this is known as simultaneous control. Okay. So if current is positive, then it will come from converter 1. You can see the direction of this current. Let's suppose it is I1, which is from converter 1, coming from converter 1. It is in the same direction of IA, and it is I2. It is in opposite direction of IA. Okay. So positive current will come from this converter 1 and negative current will come from this converter 2. Okay. So that's why converter 1 is known as positive converter. Converter 1 is positive converter, and converter 2 is negative converter. Okay. So this converter ones give current I1, which is in direction of IA. So let's suppose it is a positive current. It is flowing in the direction of IA. So this converter 1 is known as positive converter, and current I2 from converter 1 is in opposite with armature current. So this converter 2 is known as negative converter. Okay. Now how these two converters works in this 4 quadrant. Okay. So this is let's draw. It is VA and it is IA. It is minus VA and it is minus IA. It is first, second, third and fourth. Okay. So converter 1, current is positive. Okay. So current is positive in quadrant 1 and 4, and VA can be positive or negative. Okay. So VA can be positive and negative. Let's suppose this is firing angle of converter 1 is alpha 1 and firing angle of converter 2 is alpha 2. If alpha 1 firing angle of converter 1 is advanced to is increased by more than 90 degree, then output VA will be negative. Okay. So if voltage VA is negative, then VA firing angle is greater than 90, then VA will be negative, and when alpha is less than 90 degree, so voltage is positive, VA is positive. Okay. So this is plus VA and it is minus VA, and IA is positive in this quadrant 1 and 4. So converter 1 will operate in first and fourth quadrant. Okay. Because converter 1 current is positive, it will be always positive because it is a unidirectional device. So current will flow in the direction of IA. So IA is positive, and VA can be positive or negative. It depends on the firing angle. If firing angle is greater than negative, then output voltage will be negative, and if it is less than 90 degree, then it will be positive. So VA is positive and IA is positive here. Here VA is negative VA is negative and IA is positive. Okay, so converter 1 will operate in quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. Okay, then what about quadrant 2? Quadrant 2 and 3. So converter 2, IA is negative. Okay, so the current from converter 2 is in this direction and IA is this direction. So current IA is negative. So current IA is negative, represent second and third quadrant. Okay, so this is your second and third quadrant. IA is negative and voltage can be negative or positive. So converter 2 and converter 2. Okay, so we have 4 quadrant operation. Okay, so first and fourth will be done by quadrant 1 and second and third it is done with help of converter 2. Okay, so this is a 4 quadrant converter. So we can operate in all the 4 quadrants. Okay, so converter 2 will operate in second and third quadrant, and converter 1 will operate in 1 and 4th quadrant. Okay, so that's why it is known as 4 quadrant converter. Okay, so so converter 1 and 2 are simultaneously operated with the triggering pulse. Okay, but this simultaneous control has some disadvantage. So we are using L1 and L2. So this will increase its weight, its volume, cost, and reversal of the time. Okay, so this is the disadvantage of using L1 and L2. Okay, so if we use L1 and L2, so it will increase cost, then losses, then its weight and volume. Okay, so these are disadvantages of this inductors, and sudden drop in source voltage can cause large current to flow through the rectifier, working as inverter blowing SCRs. Okay, so this is a disadvantage of using this L1 and L2. Okay, cost will increase, loss will increase, its weights will increase, and volume also increases. Okay, so we have to make sure that V1 and V2 must be equal. Okay, if they are equal, then there will be no circulating current. There will be no IC. Okay, so that is V1 plus V2 is equal to 0, or that is V1 is equal to minus V2. They should be equal. Okay, So output is 3Vm cos alpha 1 upon pi V1 plus 3V1 cos alpha upon pi is equal to 0. So this is output of first converter 3Vm cos alpha 1 upon pi plus 3Vm upon pi cos alpha 2. Okay, or this can be written as cos alpha 1 plus cos alpha 2 is equal to 0, or alpha 1 plus alpha 2 is equal to 180 degree. Okay. So if you know alpha 1, if you know triggering angle of first converter, you can find alpha 2. Okay. So this is all about your dual converter fed DC motor. Okay. So now for forward motoring and forward braking, VA must be greater than 0. Okay, and must be positive, and back EMF E must be greater than 0 and omega m must be greater than 0. Okay, so for forward motoring and forward braking, your VA must be greater than 0, back EMF must be 0, and speed must be positive. Okay. So when speed is 0, when omega m is 0, so converter 1 will operate in rectifier mode. Okay, that is alpha 1 is between 0 and 90 degree. Okay, and converter 2 it will operate, अब ये रेक्टिफायर है तो वो इन्वर्टर हो जाएगा, will operate in inverting mode. नाइन्टी से 180 डिग्री. Okay. So for forward motoring and forward braking, okay, so converter 1 operate in rectifier mode and converter 2 operate in inverting mode. Now for reverse motoring and braking, so back EMF must be less than 0 and omega m must be negative. Okay, so when EA and VM is greater than 0, converter 1 is operating in rectifier mode. So when you want negative reverse back EMF and negative speed, then converter 2 will operate in inverter mode. 90 alpha 1 180, and sorry, converter 1 and converter 2 will operate in rectifier mode 0 alpha 1 and 90. Okay. ठीक है, तो ये अगर आपको रिवर्स मोटरिंग एंड रिवर्स ब्रेकिंग चाहिए, ठीक है, रिवर्स ब्रेकिंग, so converter 1 will operate in inverter mode and converter 2 will operate in rectifier mode. Okay, and in case of forward motoring and forward braking, then converter 1 will operate in rectifier mode and converter 2 will operate in inverting mode. Okay, so in this manner you will get 4 quadrant operation, so they are working simultaneously. Okay, so next is dual converter fed में ही next is non circulating or non simultaneously or non circulating current control method. Okay, so in simultaneous or circulating current we are using L1 and L2. ठीक है, L1 and L2, so it is increasing weight, cost and loss. Okay, and reversal of the current. So in order to eliminate this, we will connect the two converter directly. Okay, so again two converters connected in anti-parallel. Okay, and they are connected directly. This is the armature of DC motor and this is 3-phase supply given to so this is the circuit diagram of non-circulating current. Okay, so this is converter 1 and this is converter 2. Okay, so this is 3-phase supply, AC supply. So here we have two bridges connected in anti-parallel. They are connected directly, and armature of this DC motor is connected like this. It is armature current, it is armature voltage, and they are supplied with 3-phase AC supply. Okay, and in this case converter 1 and converter 2 are not operated simultaneously. They will operate at a time. Okay. So for forward motoring and forward braking, we use converter 1, and for reverse motoring and reverse braking, we use converter 2. Okay. So converter A, the current is responsible for positive current. So converter 1 current is positive, and in converter 2 IA is negative. Okay. Let's suppose this is I1 and it is I2. So I1 is in direction with IA and I2 is in opposite direction of IA. Okay. So this is so converter A is responsible for supplying positive current and converter 2 is responsible for negative current. Okay. So there is no circulating current. Okay. So because only one converter operate at a time, and therefore it is non-simultaneous or non-circulating current control method. Okay. And if we want positive current, we triggered converter 1, and if we want negative current, we will trigger this. Let's suppose alpha 2 is firing angle of converter 2 and alpha 1 is firing angle of converter 1. Okay. So if you want positive current IA to be positive, then alpha 1 is triggered and that is converter 1 is operated, and if you want negative current IA to be negative, then alpha 2 is triggered. Okay. So we have to ensure we have to give a dead time. Okay, dead time, that is 2 millisecond to 10 millisecond, to ensure that this converter 1 is completely off, and next bridge alpha 2 can next converter can be operated. Okay. So there is a dead time of 2 to 10 milliseconds in order to ensure that one bridge is completely off before second converter is switched on. Okay. So that time is maintained between turning off of converter 1 and turning on of converter 2. इन दोनों के बीच में जो टाइम होता है उसको कहते हैं, मतलब ये बंद हो रहा है कन्वर्टर 1, ठीक है, जब तक ये पूरा बंद नहीं होगा तब तक आपको इसको ट्रिगर नहीं करना है, इसको फायरिंग नहीं देना है. ठीक है. तो जब कन्वर्टर 2 को आप फायरिंग करोगे तो मेक श्योर कि कन्वर्टर 1 बंद हो गया है पूरा, तभी आप कन्वर्टर 2 को वहां पर क्या करोगे, फायरिंग करोगे. ठीक है. सो अगेन दिस विल वर्क इन 4 क्वाड्रेंट. ठीक है. यहाँ पर कन्वर्टर 1 और यहाँ पर भी कन्वर्टर 1, फर्स्ट और फोर्थ में, और सेकेंड और थर्ड में कन्वर्टर 2, क्योंकि यहाँ पर करंट नेगेटिव है. ठीक है. ये इसके लिए, और पॉजिटिव के लिए कन्वर्टर 1 एंड कन्वर्टर 2. ओके. So this is your non-simultaneously or non-circulating current control method. So here we are using two converters, दो कन्वर्टर्स हैं, दोनों एसी सप्लाई से दे रहे हैं आप, 3 फेज एसी सप्लाई है, ठीक है। और यहाँ पर कोई इंडक्टर यूज नहीं किया आपने, तो लॉसेस, वेट और वॉल्यूम सब कम हो जाएगा, ठीक है। और जब आपको पॉजिटिव करंट चाहिए तब आप कन्वर्टर 1 को ट्रिगर करोगे, और जब आपको नेगेटिव करंट चाहिए, इसलिए इसको एंटी पैरेलल लगाए हैं, तब कन्वर्टर 2 को आप क्या करोगे, ट्रिगर करोगे, ठीक है। तो फॉर पॉजिटिव करंट अल्फा 1 एंड फॉर नेगेटिव अल्फा 2, ठीक है। फॉरवर्ड मोटरिंग एंड फॉरवर्ड ब्रेकिंग लिए कन्वर्टर 1, फॉर रिवर्स मोटरिंग एंड रिवर्स ब्रेकिंग कन्वर्टर 2, ठीक है। तो ये दोनों एक समय पे काम नहीं करते हैं, एक जब कन्वर्टर 1 चलता रहता है तब ये ऑफ रहता है, कन्वर्टर 2 तो ये ऑफ रहता है, ठीक है। तो जैसे आप इसको ऑफ कर रहे हो तो आपको डेड टाइम देना होगा 2 सेकंड से 10 सेकंड के बीच में, ताकि ये पूरी तरह ऑफ हो जाए, तभी आप क्या करो, इसको फायरिंग दो यहां पर, ठीक है। तो ये हो गया आपका डुअल कन्वर्टर फेड डीसी मोटर ड्राइव, ठीक है। किसी को डाउट? चलिए आज के लिए बस इतना ही फिर, ठीक है। किसी को डाउट है? ठीक है, फिर मैं यही ऑफ कर रहा हूं आज, ठीक है।